It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt. Decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense set on first down. I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for room. It's Sampson. Crosses the 30. He's going. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Well, look at this. Instead of trying to pin their opponent deep in their own territory, the offense stays on the field to go for it on fourth down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Second down coming up. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up. Serious work to do if they want to convert this one. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. A third and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Parrish. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
From the gun, the running back has it. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Rebels want to move quickly. Looking for a man. It's Dart. Steps away. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now.
From the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They're going to run it to the right. At the 40, there he goes. The expressway is wide open. He's at the 10. Touchdown ball. And once he got loose, it was all over. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense, because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're going to ride this running back. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to throw. It's Dart. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, what a good job by the pass rush. Getting to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The receivers often will run their route based on the side adjustment. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
us easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right back to the well. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And that ball is live in the backfield. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble?
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble. It's touchdown time in Tennessee. Power football with the run. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out quickly. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Vols are in the hurry-up. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stenson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the running back from the shotgun. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Out of the gun, the inside give. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
This guy's seriously not going to go for it this close to his own end zone. I mean, he does have a punter, doesn't he? On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lee. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to throw, it's Dart. The quick out. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On the ground, it's Parrish. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Dart. gets it out fast. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. He's going to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown ball. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bentley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hot volleys up front. The offensive line can say, you taste dirt.
Looking to pass. It's Dart. Makes the grab down the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you've got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think, Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
On second down, looking to throw. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On second down, he's looking downfield. Buys a little time with his feet. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Volunteers in the hurry up.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw here on second down. Makes the grab. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Vols trying to cash it in on first and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. And the D deny them on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Let's go! Let's go! Defense might bring the house here. Ready! Ready! To the air, it's Iamaleava. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Fair catch called for and made. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I...
Fires and picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He's got it. Touchdown, Volunteer. And the stomping has commenced. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Stenson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And off to Jones. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Off play action. Here's a throw downfield late. Grabs it inside the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm. That works. Find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. We're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here.
Got it. Got it.
They'll throw it on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in him. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it out. It's Stenson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
Pulls it in with one hand. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, it was a nice comeback route. Most important part of the comeback route, dude, I got to sell you vertical like I'm running a go, and then I sit down and I come back to the football, catch it. Nice route by the wide receiver.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Dart. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown ball! And the pummeling has started.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the three phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to do.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt and they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.